Hey guys, Mr. Freckles here. This is probably the first time I've ever spoken on my channel. Probably mostly because I hate my voice. We'll see if I actually upload this video or not. This is going to be hopefully a 3-part tutting tutorial, right? Tutting's my favorite style, and I just thought I'd like to, give back a little bit, help teach you guys how to tut. So this video is going to be super basic, going over just basic foundations, what is tutting, and how do you do it, right? And then I'll hopefully make 2 more videos, an intermediate and then an advanced one. So to start off, tutting is a dance style, relatively new, that it came out of the style of popping, right? Tutting involves all right angles. It's all supposed to be shapes, right? Mainly squares, rectangles, sometimes triangles or whatever. So when you're tutting to music, right, you want to match all the beats or the little rhythms in the song, and at every beat you want to make a different angle, right? So boom, 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 boom. Since you're a beginner, right, the best thing you can do is start learning stretches, right? There are a few main stretches that you can do before you start tutting. One is just to pull your fingers back a little bit. They don't have to go all the way back, but as long as you have your hand ready, and you just pull your fingers back a little bit. And you do the same thing with your wrist and your hand. You just push back on it. Don't do it until it hurts, but just so you get this nice angle. It's hard to get this angle. This is I don't want to say advanced, but it's a lot harder to do if you're just starting out. A good way to practice with this is to go up against a wall and just lean against it. This is a very well-known tip, and you'll probably see this a lot. But a lot of tutters will take objects or walls or their desk, and they'll just rest their hands against it to see if they can get those right angles. Some people can't do this. They just don't have flexible wrists and stuff. You don't have to be double jointed or anything. Most people will typically be able to do this after a little bit of practice. So a big part of tutting is transitions or connects, right? Because you're not just going to be putting your hands in different shapes. Although you can do pretty much whatever you want with tutting. That was a little weird. But a lot of it, you're going to have your hands connected. And let me explain a little bit. There's different ways you can move to different shapes, right? There's a thing called tracing. Tracing is when your hands stay connected and they trace along the outer shape. See what I did there? So this pointer is going to trace along the outside of my hand. So if I do another angle and I trace along it, now notice my left hand stayed completely still. That's fine, but if you want, you can move both of them. A big part of tutting is just standing in front of a mirror and putting your hands together and going, okay, what can I do? I can go up, I can go forward, I can go outwards, I can go down, you can even go diagonal. So that's what tutting is, right? I'm going to try and teach you guys a simple combo, right? So when you're first starting out tutting, a lot of it is just going to be, you're going to learn combinations of moves, and you're just going to do the same moves over and over again. Until eventually you're going to go, well, what kind of moves can I come up with myself? It's going to take a lot of practice and mostly repetition. Now for the combo. It's going to be a simple 8 count, and I'm going to show it to you first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to break it down for you. Remember, tutting is all about right angles and straight lines. So I'm assuming since everyone watching this will probably be a beginner trying to learn how to tut. It's alright if your angles aren't perfect or anything, don't worry about it. It's just going to take lots of practice and repetition. That's what these combos are for. So the first move, I'm going to use my dominant hand, you can use whichever one, or you can just mirror me. 1, it's going to make a box. What you're doing is bending your wrist to make this box right here. You see it? It's a box. 1, and then 2, you're going to do the same thing with your other hand. 2. And like I said, you don't have to be super straight or anything. Your angles can be a little bit off. But that's okay, as long as you practice, you'll eventually get it down. 1, 2. Next, my right hand, or whichever one you're using, is going to come up and stay lined up right here. You see? Makes a line. All about right angles. So 1, 2, 3. Step 4, you're going to use a hinge right at the elbow. So 1, 2, 3, 4. See what I did there? 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. This hand comes up to make another straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once you get to step 5, I like to call this a flat, but some people call it, whatever they want. Dominoes, I've heard. So it's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that? It's like a before and after, or chain effect. 6, right? So 5, 6. So start again from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you're going to slide down together to make these hands connected. 7, and then 8, back to the prayer position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Simple 8 count. The reason why I'm starting and ending in the prayer position is because this is a very common position for beginners. It lets you get into a lot of the basic areas, and it helps stretch your hands just by staying in this position. So once again, we'll try to go this a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you think you've already got that down and it's pretty easy, on that step 6, 5 and 6, when you're doing that flat, try making it look like it's a dominoes effect. I'll show you what I mean. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See how it looks like it's hitting the hand up? And then slide down to finish it. That makes it a lot cleaner, looks nicer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's my tutor.